security guard, he coming out, he talking to me and stuff. He telling me about this Black American girl that had came over there.
Okay.
And you know, she was real aggressive and she was trying to fight a man.
What?
So you know, over here they don't do that.
Oh nah, they gonna actually fight you. They gonna fight you for real.
So, you know what I'm saying?
What's going on, y'all? It's your man Sham. This is Sham Goes Global. Back at it again with another interview with an American brother. How you doing today, bro?
Man,
What's going on?
Feeling great, feeling energized, I'm feeling exuberant, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir,
I'm
yes,
just
sir.
feeling excellent.
Yeah, it's that I say it's that Kenyan atmosphere, that Kenyan weather. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you know the weather play a big part as far as on your mental. Like in Cincinnati, like it be cold, so people be angry and miserable. You can see it on Facebook. Like, you know, so that weatherman play a big part.
Absolutely. So today, you know, we just, you know, picking your brain and pretty much just asking you a few questions on, you know, why you came to Nairobi and just your experience overall. And, you know, if African Americans or Black Americans should, you know, come out to Africa, come out to Kenya, whatever it may be, and, you know, just experience it for themselves. So we're going to go ahead and just get right into it. So what's your name, where are you from, and how long have you been staying in Kenya?
You want first and last, or you just want first?
Nah, we don't need your whole government. We don't need your whole government. You actually, since you a YouTuber, brother, you can give your YouTube handle, whatever you want to do.
Shoot, my name, my whole name on there, so it's Brandon B. Hines, son of the king, you know what I'm saying? Would you say how long I've been out here?
Yeah, how long you been out here?
Shoot, so I first came out here in October. I came out here for like a month, you know, basically on like a business / scouting trip.
Okay.
So, you know, in October, everything went good. So once I got back home, I said, you know what, I'm finna go ahead and sell my car, pack my stuff up. I'm out of here. So then I came,
so you here like full term now? Okay. Cool,
yeah, I came back on my birthday,
amazing,
January 25th.
Amazing. Okay, and where are you from in the States?
Oh, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati.
The nasty natty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so just in general, you know, why did you decide to visit Africa in the first place? Like, what was that spark in you personally? Because you know, in America, it's this thing, all Africa is this way. They don't like African Americans. And you know, it's kind of a divide out there. So what just personally made you want to come out to Africa and visit?
Well, as far as the notion, as far as Africans don't like African Americans or whatnot, like, there's some truth to that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I grew up a certain type of way, so I went to Lachlan. So in Lachlan, it's a place called Mulberry Court. Okay. And Mulberry Court was nothing but Africans. So you know what I'm saying, I already had built some rapport as far as with Africans. I worked with a lot of Africans. So you know what I'm saying, I got to know them as people. So it's just like a little cultural divide. That's all it is for real. Okay. So you know what I'm saying, I ain't had no disdain for no Africans or nothing like that.
Right.
But as far as why I'm here, sure, I'm moving out for profits.
Gotcha.
So you know, America on this last land. It's on this tail end, you know what I'm saying? You see it going down. Yes, so Africa is the future. It's the birth of civilization. So we ain't doing nothing but just returning back to the foundation and beginning, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's time for us to rise.
Absolutely. And I feel like it's a divide and conquer technique for the Western media as well, to not make us want to go back and connect with our roots and, you know, and kind of help build up the content, you know. So yeah, most definitely. I definitely feel where you're coming from on that. So when it comes to, you know, the process of getting here, right? How was your visa or e-visa process, and how long did it take for you to get it done?
Shoot, the first time I came here, so you know, the first time you come here, you got to come at least twice to get that 5-year visa, like the re-entry.
Right,
so the first time, the 90-day visa, man, that's easy. Yeah. All you do is pay that. And then when you coming back the second time, I forgot which one of them, the website I went through, but it asked me, like, you know, have you been here before? So it just automatically let me apply for the 5-year visa. Right. So it was easy. Right.
Okay. And yeah, I'm also on the 5-year visa as well. Anybody that's trying to come, that's listening right now, y'all should definitely check out the 5-year visa, because you can maneuver how you want to maneuver. If you want to go to, you know, Tanzania, Ethiopia, any of the places that are nearby to Kenya, then it'll definitely make it way more easier than applying for a 90-day and you can't leave, because once you leave, you got to reapply, you know. So definitely look into the 5-year visa. Okay, so my next question is, how was the flight to Kenya? So the first flight, like when you've never been to Africa before, you know, and you just don't know what to expect, and that long flight, you like, damn, what, 14, 15 hours on the flight? Like, how was that experience for you?
I mean, it was pretty nice, man, as far as like, you know, the first flight, it's a little short flight. So Cincinnati, they ain't got like no international airlines. So, you know, you might have to fly to New York or Boston. So the first time I flew to Boston. And then when I got on the international flight, you know, They were serving food. It was TVs. And everything. I mean, it was a long flight, but I was like, damn, you know, it was better than what I expected it to be.
Right.
So, you know, man, shout out to Qatar Airlines, man. They put on a nice ride for you for sure.
Okay. So you flew with Qatar? Okay, cool. Wait, so have you ever flew with Kenya Airways?
No.
Kenya Airways is a vibe. I'm not gonna lie.
Real?
Yeah, it's a lot of Kenyans on there. You know, they accommodating and they speaking Swahili, all that stuff. You know, so Kenya Airways is also a good airline to fly with. So when you first got to Kenya, what was your, you know, first impressions like? And also, did you have any type of expectation before you came? And did it exceed your expectation, or did it like, you know, like just give me your opinion on that?
So I first touched down, it was nighttime. So, you know, I'm coming from the airports and stuff. I'm just looking at the roads and I'm like, it's strange, it's different. It's like, you ain't never been here, it's Africa, so you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, okay, this is a little different. So, you know what I'm saying? I pull up to the little spot at nighttime. But then in the daytime, I got a good look. You know, I got to go out and go to the mall and everything and see everything. And it definitely exceeded my expectations as far as what I was expecting. Like, everything is like up to date as far as modern amenities, luxury, everything you're looking for, man. It's right here in Nairobi.
Absolutely. So, where did you stay on your first visit? And where do you recommend anybody that's coming from the West, that could either be, you know, America, Canada, England, somewhere, what would you recommend them to stay that won't be too much of a switch or a culture shock, or, you know, in Nairobi?
You know, as far as like the neighborhood?
Yeah, like neighborhoods, yeah, stuff like that.
I'm going to be biased, man. I'm going to say Westlands.
So
the first time I came, you know, what's so crazy? I came, you know, the first time to Westlands, like the Airbnb I got. When I moved back, I literally lived like 2 minutes from the place I was actually at, and I ain't even planned that.
Okay.
It just happened that way.
Okay. So Westlands, you'll say Westlands is probably number one in your mind, or?
Oh yeah, Westlands. I mean, everything around there, all the nightclubs, the restaurants, the malls. You know, like central location, man.
Yeah, sure. Westlands is definitely a spot to be. It definitely has, like you were saying, a lot of clubs, a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping centers. You know, all of that. Okay, so just on a personal level, how was your experience in Kenya as a Black American man compared to being in America?
Oh man, over here you ain't. So see, over here the difference is it's not really a color thing, it's a culture thing. So you can blend in out here, like, cause you know everybody the same color. Yeah. But as soon as you start talking, that's when the difference starts happening. You know, so it ain't that you gonna be treated bad. But over here, coming from America, they're expecting you to have some money. Yeah, so prices, you know, you ain't gonna get the price you're looking for.
Absolutely, it's the thing we call the Black American tax.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they'll definitely try to up the prices on you. Okay, so like, how is the food in Kenya? Because you know a lot of people love the food, and is food regularly available out here?
I mean, the food as far as is excellent. But you gotta eat something that your body is used to. So you know, in America we got like the USDA. They regulate, you know what I'm saying, the food and whatnot. Over here, I don't know how that is. So I had got like some minced meats from the grocery store. I had made some tacos. Boy, that's my stomach. I ain't saying the food bad. I'm just saying you gotta watch what you eat when you first get here until your system get used to the food. You know, because they ain't got like the GMOs and stuff in the food we got over there. Yeah. So you know, it's a whole lot better, man.
Definitely. And I'll say too, just to add on to that, like when you said the minced meat thing, right? Yeah. Like my first time coming here, I tried the minced meat. I'm like, what is minced meat, right?
Right.
Then I tasted, I cooked it. I'm trying to make a hamburger. I took a bite into it. I'm like, why is it soft? Like, is this not cooked? You know, because we used to like more firm burgers. That's kind of like when you bite into it, it's like a bounce back or something on it. That is just like squishy. It's like, what is this? You know. But of course, at some point I got used to it. But hey. At first, I'm like, what is this? So have you tried any of the traditional, you know, dishes like maybe chapati, ugali, you know, stuff like that? And do you like it? You ain't tried it yet?
Nah, I ain't got none of that yet.
Okay, not yet. Try. Personally, I like palau. Palau is fire. It's like meat and rice. You know what I'm saying? You can get spicy palau. That shit fire as hell. Okay. So is there anything that you don't like about Kenya thus far?
I mean, I would just say, you know, everywhere you go, if you got on like a certain attire, right? If you look like money, they gonna ask you for some money.
Right. Okay.
So you know, everywhere you go, you security guards, like you know what I'm saying, everywhere. Like,
they try to get over.
You got a little something for me, brother. Not get over for you, you know what I'm saying. Just trying to get a little something. Like I understand, I get it, you know, but sometimes it can get annoying. You know what I mean?
Got you. So when it comes to transportation, how do you get around in Nairobi? Like, is Uber a thing out here? Do they have Lyft? You know, some people may not know if they're listening from America and want to come out here for the first time. So how do you maneuver out here in Nairobi?
Well, usually I use Uber, but they got like fares. That's like the local stuff. Like that's a much better price than Uber. And then they got I think both is just for the food. Is both for the food or is both?
I think you can do both on both.
For
food
real?
and like getting from A to B. Yeah. I think
okay,
so.
But the majority of the time I just use Uber for real because it's the easiest.
Yep, Uber. Got you. Let's see. Moving on to the next question. How welcoming are the Kenyan people, and have you experienced any type of discrimination or racism since you've been out here in Kenya?
Oh no, hey, listen, Kenyan people are some of the most loving people on this earth. As far as what I'm saying, welcoming, pleasant demeanor, laid back. You can just tell by the vibe. It's like when you going out to the clubs and stuff and whatnot, the music. Because where we from, the music we hear, like, it's very violent.
Yeah,
shoot them up, kill them. They don't even have that type of music, so that tells you something about the environment.
Right.
So,
It's the entire vibe, just overall. They're just calm people. You see them interacting with each other. It's not like fights and, you stepping on my shoes, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't like you because you from this block, blah, blah, blah. It's like everybody is kind of in harmony in a way,
Exactly.
Definitely. So when it comes to the nightlife in Kenya, or actually let's say Nairobi specifically, because Mombasa, Eldoret, all that stuff, they have different nightlife styles, right?
Right.
When it comes to Nairobi specifically, what is the nightlife like?
Oh man, the nightlife is lit. Nightlife is lit, you know what I'm saying? You can go out there, you can have your nice time, man. You ain't got to worry about not making it back home. In America, we go out to the place, fights and people shooting in there. Man, you go out here, man, it's a nice time, man. You just gonna go back home and that's just gonna be what it is. But I tell you one thing, man, they definitely know how to party and drink. So you gonna be up all night.
And it's like it don't stop. That's the crazy thing. It's like literally it can be a party every day of the week. And it's damn near like it's 24/7. It's like you can get into something anytime, any place, anywhere. And also when it comes to like the nightlife, right? A lot of guys that want to come, they might want to know, is it cool to find a woman in the club? You know what I'm saying? Like, or is it a pay to play? Is it a pay to play? You know what I'm saying? Society out here in Nairobi.
You getting on the touchy subject, man. You want me to keep it political, or you want me to keep it real?
Nah, keep it real. Keep it real.
All right. So the real of the real is, man. You coming into these spots, like I said, everything be cool. You gonna be dressed how you dress, but as soon as you get to talking, and as soon as they hear that American accent, it's on. So you know what I'm saying? You might be talking to a girl and you might think just like it's a natural vibe, whoop-de-whoop, you know what I'm saying? But hey, she probably gonna ask you for some money at some point in time.
Yeah,
so that's just what it is.
Okay. So do you see yourself? Well, you actually said that you packed up all your stuff, sold all your stuff, but I'm just gonna ask anyways. You see yourself living in Kenya long term?
Oh yeah, for sure. I actually I bought 2 vehicles over here, right?
Okay.
So I'm about to start a little tourism company. I'm just getting everything, make sure all my paperwork straight.
Okay.
So I'm definitely laying roots as far as to be here, as far as this is my home base. I'm still gonna be traveling different places, but Nairobi, that's gonna be my home base.
Okay, amazing. So would you recommend other Black American men to visit Kenya?
Oh yeah, man, for sure. Kenya, you coming to Nairobi, it ain't really like a setback or like a big like cultural barrier coming from America, because a lot of the stuff we got there, they got here.
Right.
So it ain't really gonna be too much as far as a transition of trying to blend in or have fun or go out. So you know what I'm saying? I definitely recommend coming over here.
Right. And this sham right here, I'm speaking directly to y'all. Some of y'all need to stay y'all ass home. I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all need to stay y'all ass home. I'm telling y'all, man, because Nairobi is definitely a place for you to, lay back, chill. It don't need to be all the rah-rah, all the extra, I think I'm the nigga, and blah, 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 all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Just come out here, have a good time, enjoy, the people, the atmosphere, the culture, but some of the other stuff that American mind state, y'all can leave that back in America. I'm telling y'all. Okay, so how are the women in Kenya?
Oh man, the women is beautiful, lovely, feminine, soft. They everything that a woman is supposed to be. Now, at the same time, you know what comes with that caveat and that layer is you don't know when a girl trying to run you.
Yeah.
Because she's so smooth, she's so, you know, this how she naturally is. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a catch-22, but as far as talking to her, man, like in America, you know, hey, you have to try hard to talk to a girl, like, hey, come here, come here. Right. You ain't got to do all that. Hey, how you doing it? It just flows.
Definitely. So, how would you actually compare the women in Kenya to American women? So what I mean by that is, are they more softer than American women? Are American women more harder? Or like just the overall theme? Like, how do you feel it's a difference between Kenyan women and American women?
Yeah, I think it just goes back to the way, you know, both have been raised. Like, most American women have been put in a position where they have had to be the man. So they've taken on that masculine energy. Yeah. So as far as the comparison between the two, shoot, the Kenyan woman, they had to do that. I mean, some of them maybe had to do that, but you know, majority of our women got to do that. So yeah, it's just
what they call it, the boss chick mentality. Nowadays. Okay, got you. So, do you feel like you could find like true love in Kenya? So I know you said it could be a thing where you just never know if a woman is just trying to get some money at the end of the day, or you know. But do you feel like there is true love here in Kenya?
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like you can find true love in Kenya. It's just really, it just depends on where you get the girls from, like where you meet her at. Okay. Like if you meet her at the club, you know what I'm saying, don't be looking for true love. You know, you meet her at the grocery store or somewhere else. You know, just you know, just places you go to, ordinary places. Then definitely, man. Absolutely. It's always a chance.
Okay. So, what would you say is one misconception about Africa? So kind of going back to what we had talked about earlier, like a lot of the media be like, oh, there's no running water, no electricity, everybody's bare feet, you know, they don't have shoes, everybody's sick, got HIV, whatever it is. So what would you say is just one misconception that you've seen since you've actually been here, you know, on the continent?
Shoot, I would say the food, like you just said, the food and the water situation. Because, you know, growing up, we used to see them commercials with the kids with the big belly, with the flies flying around and stuff. You like, man, I ain't going there. I ain't going there. But you get over here, man, like I said, they got the best water I done ever tasted. The food is great and the food is in abundance. Shoot, you can get something to eat anywhere.
Yes, sir. So when it comes to, you know, money, because obviously you need money in order to get out here because you got flights, you got either Airbnb accommodation, hotel accommodation. How much money would you recommend someone coming if they wanted to, you know, visit or whatever for at least a month?
Ooh, for at least a month?
Yeah.
Man, it just depends on what all you gonna be doing. Okay. You know, if you get outside, you know what I'm saying, and because anytime you walk out that door, you finna spend some money. Getting in the Uber, you spending some money.
Yes, sir.
Restaurant, club. So I say to have like a good time, you know, I say at least $2,500.
Okay.
Just at least.
Yeah, $2,500 ain't bad. $2,500 ain't bad. And y'all, I keep saying this too. $2,500 is just spending money. It's not $2,500 your entire budget. They thinking, oh, I can do $2,500, get my flight, get my Airbnb, and then be able to stay up. Nah, it ain't like that. It's gonna run you maybe about 5 bands just like in total, but $2,500 just in spending money. So, yep. Okay, moving on to the next question. Do you plan on visiting any other African countries in the future? You know, because Kenya, I feel like Kenya has been romanticized, you know, as of late, and a lot of people want to come visit, see what it's like. Cause just like you know what I'm saying, your YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, people like, oh, you know, Kenya is the place to be, this and that. Right. But you know, this is the continent. This ain't like just a country. Africa is huge, you know.
That's true.
So do you plan on visiting any other African countries?
Oh yeah, I plan on visiting, you know what I'm saying, all the countries that surrounding Kenya first, you know, like Tanzania, Uganda and whatnot. Okay. Dar es Salaam, like it's a lot of places on my list I want to hit. So like I said, you know, Nairobi just gonna be my home base.
Okay. Got you. Okay, so amazing interview so far, brother. Appreciate you for your time. So do you have any last words for the people that may be watching that either may be on the fence about, you know, coming out to Africa for the first time, or may still have those stereotypes in their mind, you know? Or do you just want to, you know, share your testimony, anything, you know? Just go ahead. Any last words?
I mean, shoot, I'm going to go back to what you were saying, like, how you saying like a lot of guys need to stay over there.
Yeah,
man, it's a lot. It's a lot of people that don't even need to come here. See, you know, it depends on why you coming here.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Is you coming off the romanticization of Africa, or is you coming here as far as you feel like this part of your purpose and your journey? You just coming here to party, you know? So it all depends on your reason for coming to Africa, man. Because a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of sisters, right? Hold on, let me share a little story, right? Because they mind don't be right.
Okay.
So I was at Milan on what was that, on Saturday? So security guard, he coming out, he talking to me and stuff. He telling me about this Black American girl that had came over there.
Okay.
And you know, she was real aggressive and she was trying to fight a man.
What?
So you know, over here they don't do that.
Oh nah, they gonna actually fight you. They gonna fight you for real.
So you know what I'm saying? They had called the deployment police or on her or whatever. I forgot what police they called, but they had to detain her for like 24 hours. They was talking about putting her out the country, man.
Wow.
So you know that bad girls club, like it's the whole mentality that people in America have, like the aggressive, the violent culture, the ready to fight culture. Like, man, these ain't them type of people over here, man. You can't come with that type of energy and attitude.
Absolutely. Okay. So do you have, you want to shout out any of your socials, you know, tell the people where to, you know, check you out? Because I'm going to leave his socials and stuff in the description, so if you guys want to check him out as well, but you can go ahead.
Oh, yeah, shoot, bet. You can follow me on, on YouTube, Son of the King. Then when you get on my YouTube, you know what I'm saying, all my socials on there. So, you know, I ain't really got to be like, hey, check me out, follow me on. So I say, hey, check me out, man, when you check me out.
All right, for sure, that. I appreciate your time, brother, once again. And it's your man, Sham, and this is Sham Goes Global. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And until the next one, I'm going to see y'all.